Have you ever thought that building a temple was the ultimate act of merit? Have you ever believed that as long as you donate enough money or help construct a grand hall, you're guaranteed spiritual rewards or karmic blessings? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me in another deep reflection on the hidden truths of the spiritual path. This video might be unsettling to some, but necessary for many. We'll be uncovering a controversial yet profoundly important question. Can building temples without practicing the Dharma be a sin? Can the very act that is praised as virtuous become harmful if done for the wrong reasons? Let me start with a story, one I encountered firsthand during my time volunteering at the temple. Wealthy businessman arrived one afternoon with his entourage. "You wore designer shoes and a watch worth more than the temple's annual budget." With a proud tone, he announced, "I went to fund the construction of a new meditation hall." The monks were grateful but cautious. "Why do you wish to do this?" one of them asked. You replied, "I've had some legal trouble. Our fortune has been unstable. They say building temples can bring good luck, erase karma, and ensure blessings. I want to secure a better next life." A room went silent. One of the older monks gently said, "Donating to build a temple is indeed a meritorious act. But merit without intention is like a flame without fuel. It won't last. If you don't cultivate your mind alongside your actions, the karma you wish to erase may only be delayed, not dissolved." The businessman nodded, but I could see he didn't really understand. This encounter left me thinking for weeks. How many people misunderstand the essence of spiritual practice? How many people believe that external construction is the same as internal cultivation? Temples are sacred spaces. They hold the energy of devotion, compassion, and awakening. But the structure itself is not holy. It's what happens inside it, and within the hearts of those who enter, that creates sanctity. Let me be clear, building a temple is a beautiful gesture, can bring tremendous benefit. But when done for selfish reasons, power, reputation, superstition, it becomes a hollow act. And hollow acts can echo with unintended consequences. The Buddha never asked for golden statues or grand halls. He asked for sincerity, or presence, for right view, right speech, right livelihood, right effort, for the eightfold path to be walked, not displayed. There is a story in the scriptures about a king who built multiple monasteries. He wanted to be remembered as a great patron of the Dharma. But in his private life, he continued to lie, manipulate, and wage war. After his death, his rebirth was not among the heavenly realms. Because intention matters more than appearances. Let me share another real-life example. There was a man who worked as a contractor. He was not wealthy, but deeply faithful. For years, he helped construct temples at discounted rates. He never asked for recognition. He never attended public ceremonies. One day, he overheard a fellow contractor boasting, "If we keep building temples, we'll be set for life. The karma alone will protect us." The humble man smiled and said, "If you build temples with greed, what you build is a prison, not a refuge." This wisdom struck me deeply, because it revealed a truth that many forget. Karma is not just about action, it's about motivation. If you build a temple with the ego at the center, you're not building a sanctuary, building a monument to yourself. And monuments to ego don't last. They crumble, sometimes externally, sometimes internally, through guilt, restlessness, or delusion. One monk once said to me, "It's better to build a small altar in your heart than a large hall for your pride." What did he mean? He meant that spiritual practice begins within. You can build 10 temples and still live in ignorance. Or you can sit under a tree, meditate with sincerity, and touch enlightenment. This doesn't mean we should stop building temples. Far from it. But it means we must examine why we build them. Is it for community, for healing, for spreading the Dharma? Or is it for fame, for spiritual insurance, for buying blessings? One of the most dangerous misunderstandings is the idea that merit can be bought like a product. And if you donate enough, your sins will vanish. Buddhism is not a transcational religion. It's a path of awareness. You can bypass inner transformation by building outer structures. There is a reason why monastics shave their heads, wear simple robes, and renounce possessions. It's not because these things are magical. It's because they symbolize letting go. Letting go of identity, of control, of the need to be seen. When you fund a temple with that spirit, with humility, detachment, and compassion, you generate true merit. But when you fund it with ego, fear, or bargaining, you risk deepening your attachments. Here's a question we should all ask before any act of generosity. Is this an expression of love or a strategy of fear? If your giving comes from fear, of punishment, of bad karma, of being forgotten, it will be tainted. But if it comes from life, the desire to support, to uplift, to nourish, it becomes sacred. A layperson once asked a monk, "If I only have a little, but I give it with a full heart, does it matter?" The monk replied, "That is the only kind of giving that matters." Tensions are invisible, but they shape everything. In today's world, spiritual consumerism is growing. Impulses are being commodified, ceremonies are being marketed, emotions are being incentivized. And while some of this helps spread the teachings, we must not forget the essence. Spirituality is not for sale. Enlightenment cannot be bought. Peace is not a product, it's a practice. So the next time you think of building something spiritual, ask yourself, am I also building something within? Am I building patience? Am I building mindfulness? Am I building compassion? Because if not, then no matter how tall the structure, it will be empty inside. Real temples are not made of bricks. They are made of us, of hours spent in silence, of tears shed in confession, of joy shared in service, of truths whispered in stillness. And most of all, they are made of hearts that bow not just to statues, but to life itself. So let's not confuse size with sincerity. Let's not replace practice with performance. Let's not substitute faith with fundraising. Instead, let every temple we support remind us to return to our own inner altar, to clean it daily, to light its lamp with honest reflection, to offer it our best intentions. That is the path the Buddha pointed to. Not a golden road of luxury, but a simple trail of truth. Thank you for listening, for questioning, and for walking this path with an open heart. If today's message stirred something in you, please share your thoughts. Have you ever witnessed spiritual acts done for the wrong reasons? What does genuine giving mean to you? What inner temple are you building today? Please like, subscribe, and consider becoming a member to support more truthful content like this. And above all, keep practicing, not just building. Thank you for watching.